So yesterday, we were supposed to do a bit of a healing workshop. Didn't go quite as planned, but we did work with some people on energy work. And one was a former student of mine, Maurice, and she brought her husband, Matthew, with. He's become a very good friend of mine. And it was quite an interesting scenario. Watch this video. Enjoy. Ciao. So one of the things that when we talk about energy, I mean, lots of people, whether you believe it or not, in it or not, they are demonic entities. And when we talk of demons, religion makes us believe that they are inherently negative. They come from a bad place. That's not necessarily true. They're just restless spirits that don't have the best intent towards other beings. You get that amongst humans as well. So I'm not one of those people that subscribes to demons being inherently. I believe that same spiritual makeup as angels, same spiritual makeup as guided ascended masters, that sort of thing. They just don't have our best interest. And they are easily manipulated and used to that effect. Now, when we talk of energy, that is what attracts and repels these entities. If our energy is strong, we are consistently in pursuits that are for the benefit of humanity, that sort of thing, of our fellow man, or even for animals for that matter, we will have strong energy. And they will not be able to, those entities will not be drawn to us because they know this is not our place. For instance, you and I, if we're friends, if you had nothing in common with me, if I had totally different pursuits and interests in, would you want to be my friend? Exactly. So, same story. So it's about keeping yourself strong so that these things are not attracted to you. Higher level of energy attainment. That's what it is. Now, when we talk of energy, just put your hands next to each other like that. And just pay attention to what you're feeling in the middle of it. What do you feel, Matt? Heat. Are you, Maurice?
Heat in my leg there. Strong.
Now, Maurice has done this before, so that's why it's coming a lot simpler, and she's probably more able to put it into words. For Matt, it's new. So what you'll find is that this heat is actually what we call our life force energy. In Japanese, they call it ki. In Chinese, they call it chi. In the Hindu culture, they call it prana. And this energy, in my opinion, after all the research I've done, is the true essence of your soul. Your soul is not some white sheet that exists within you. It's this energy, it's this heat. And this physical body that we reside in is nothing but a vehicle that encapsulates this energy. So when you're unwell, if you go to someone like a Reiki practitioner, I mean, you've had healings with me. When I transfer energy, you immediately start feeling a bit better, a bit lighter, clearer. The reason for that is that soul energy that exists in me, exists in you, exists in Maurice, exists in all of us. Thank you, my brother. We are having some nice ice mocha here at Colombo Coffee. Yeah. So, when you have that, so you can put your hands down, my friend. Have your mocha. Oh, you made 3. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. That's sweet of them. So, what we're looking at with this whole situation is that life force energy. When a healer transfers it to another individual, they are basically reinforcing the strength of that soul. Now, you've seen me do chakra clearings. Maurice has seen me do it many times. She's even seen me do house clearings. I did one with you guys as well. You saw it, yeah. And so essentially, when you're doing that, you are using that soul level energy. And I believe that soul energy is given from above. It's given from God. That's what I believe. We are part of that great energy. That's what I believe. When we transfer that, whether it be to an inanimate object like a home or something in a home, or to another living being, we are actually healing, we are clearing, we are pushing away that is not of our highest goodness, and we are attracting what is our highest goodness. Kind of makes sense? And then when we do that, for instance, I recently, last year, went through a really difficult time. There was a lot going on that, tailspin, yeah? I had some difficulty dealing with certain things. And what it does to us is it distracts us. And
Focus of the pride.
exactly, 100%. So what this does is it grounds us. It brings us back to who we are and our essence. And if we had to put it in layman's terms, based on what we've just said with that heat, that energy, we are beings of light. When we're grounded, we are powerful beings of light. When we're distracted and we're all over the place, then we are weaker beings of light.
So focus is so important.
It is. But it's also consistency in what we do. For instance, I know for a fact you guys are very religious. And your consistency in devotion and dedication towards your religion is what keeps you in that light. So it may not be my approach to it, but it's no less effective. Maybe it's even more effective, who knows? But it is what you need to do, what comes naturally to you to keep you in that space. For me, working with people on a regular basis, clearing energy, fighting, let's put it once again in very basic terms, fighting evil.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me in that space. So when we talk of healing energy, we talk about transfer that energy, healing that person. For instance, I know you had a bit of a difficult one this morning, but now talking, speaking, I can see you already feeling a bit light. And that's just it. I don't have to be literally pointing at you and transferring that way. Just a conversation is a transformation.
It's the understanding of it. So I believe that and you can tell me I'm crazy, but I believe that my hands are evil. And it's an energy I have in my hands. And I've got to rub it.
Definitely.
So by this, like Maurice wasn't feeling well the other day, or there's a muscle pain with the kids or something, I just smack my hand together and rub it, and it gets hot up in my hand. Then I rub out the places which rubs my hands, and I rub out the places that energy. And once I've done that, they actually feel better. It's like the energy transfer is a positive one from me. So I do understand.
You get that much. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give the Maurice the chance to pay you back. She's going to heal you. Yeah? All right. Now the only question is, do you want this on video or would you rather not have it on video?
I don't mind.
Cool. So, the reason I'm asking Maurice to do this is because she's done this course with me before, and she's got a bit of experience in it. And I'm just going to guide her through the process, but I actually think it will be good for her to do it because I get the feeling that two of you have a very strong connection and you feed off each other's energy.
Yeah.
That energy flows very nicely.
Yeah.
I think her doing it would be probably a bit more effective than me. So I'm going to point us towards them. And that's Matthew. That beautiful lady there is Maurice. There we go.
There we go. So, Yuvie, you're going to guide me because it's been a while.
So what you're going to do is focus, Maurice, on an area about 2 inches below your navel.
His name.
No, your
My name.
Feel the flow of energy. Feel the light that emanates from there. Feeling it? Feel that energy flowing, growing larger and larger until it engulfs your entire being. healing any inconsistencies, any inadequacies, any shortfalls of any sort. Now that the energy is flowing freely through you, start directing it towards Matt. And if you feel there's any area of him where you feel any of the energy centers or the flow of energy at any point in his body is low, focus the light towards that. And you can explain it to us as you're going along, what you're feeling, what you're seeing.
I'm focusing, I'm seeing in the middle of his forehead. Yeah, his part.
The crown chakra, yeah.
That's where my attention is at first. I can see a wheel spinning, and inside of that wheel, I can see a light from an orangey color. But as it's spinning faster and faster, I see the light, the orangey getting lighter and lighter. I can see now flashes of light for my eyes. It's like lightning. And my feet are on fire at the same time.
The reason being, your base chakra is now feeling an influx of energy that you're not commonly used to. Remember, your base chakra is where energy enters the body. And right now, you're basically transmuting it in a way you don't commonly do. So it's a new sensation to you. If it becomes uncomfortable at any moment, you can stop that. You don't have to continue.
I'm just feeling a lot of heat in my feet. This arm now, this hand.
And I know you sometimes had a bit of an issue with that side, if I'm not mistaken. So the energy is probably flowing there for healing purposes. Yeah.
Still focusing in the middle of his middle chakra or crown chakra. I'm still feeling that heat being transferred there.
Then you feeling that?
And I can see the light as well. It's flashing before my eyes. Like lightning.
If I had to hazard a guess as to what's going on here, I would say that incident we had today affected the energy flow around the crown chakra and third eye, because that was the area that was injured. And that's why the majority of the healing taking place is in that vicinity. Is it feeling any better now?
I can feel for the first time like almost like a vibration, like a warm wave of vibration from my hands, but I can feel it going into Matthew's hands.
That's it. That's the energy flow.
It's like a gentle, light vibration, but it's coming from the bottom of my feet that's really, really on fire, and I can feel it waving through my hands into his hands.
That's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
I love this one because I can show this picture when somebody wants to see that.
In my hands eating it, but I feel Maurice's hand is still pretty. I don't feel very warm to me.
Because the energy is flowing into you at the moment.
His hands are very hot. I can feel it this hand here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I felt it going.
The thing when I've experienced with the both of you is you're both healers in your own right. Matt is more of an empath, I believe, whereas Maurice, you've always been very similar to me as an energy healer. And I think that's the difference. Matt transmutes energy on a spiritual and let's call it a psychological plane, whereas yours is more energy work. So yeah, it would be a different sort of sensation to the two of you. It's the same thing happening. You're just experiencing it differently.
That's it, watch it, right.
Absolutely white and bright. There's no even flashes anymore.
Nice. I'm loving this. This is good.
There's no more flashes. It's just white.
So slowly, guys, pull your energies back, and when you feel comfortable, you can stop.
I actually feel like I've got heat going into it. I actually don't understand the feeling. It's like heat from my body moving to both bodies.
This is kind of what I was hoping for. You're kind of healing each other in a way, because you have your strengths and she has hers.
You know, it's so weird. It's in her heart, man. It's in her heart.
Definitely. Her chakra is one that has taken a bit of strain over the last few years. And I know things have gotten a lot better since you've come into her life. But I'm glad this healing is taking place.
And it's just sort of tempering away. The temperature's down.
Nice. How's that feeling, Maurice?
What I'm sensing is a bit of a calmness,
Yeah.
a peacefulness, and absolute clarity before me, in my eyes, as they close. It's just one color, it's just consistent.
No, I think we've got good energy flow through both of you at the moment. I think we'll count to 3 and then you can stop. Yeah? 1, 2, 3.
Brighter.
Yeah, it does look brighter. It's not so haze. Oh wow! My eyes is like crystal.
There we go.
Crystal clear.
It clears all blockages, all shortcomings. So yeah, that's basically what an energy clearing and healing should look like. These two are a couple, and that's why I know their energy connects really well. And I didn't expect the flow from Matt to Maurice, but it happened, and that was good. Matt is obviously a lot better at this than I thought he would be. Exactly, but that's just it. When you don't overthink it and you just let it flow, you find your method. Not everybody's method is the same. That's what works for you.
Yeah, this hand is very elegant.